And for those that are watching this back, I will take the generic intro off. God, that's cheesy. What's up, everyone? How are we all today? It is Wednesday night. Normally, I do have our buddy Bill with me, but not tonight. Nope. Tonight, he's coming later. So at the moment, you are stuck with me. So shout out to everybody that's coming in. Shout out to all those that are about to join us. Wednesday night, of course, means that it is the Raid Train night. So what I'm doing, I'm just going through Twitch now to make sure we get a few people in, on, and rolling. I'll watch the chat on that page, and then we will go to the stream manager on that page until some people come through. But what's up? Hope it's all good. What's up, Miss Helena? How are you? Hope you are good. I'm just bringing up the chat bits. Still trying to work out what to build tonight. I do have a couple of things. Oh, look at that. 2-month anniversary, eh? 2-month anniversary of taking your Prime sub. Love it. Love it. What did I get you? Entertainment. That's what I got you. I'm bringing you pure entertainment. No, I don't like that one. I like that one better. So, all right, we are good there. And we're good over there. Bilza is coming just a little bit later. So obviously everyone going nuts today about Lord of the Rings. I am going to build a Lord of the Rings brickhead because pretty much got nothing else to build. And I do need to build my brickheads. I don't care if people don't like them. I'm that far behind in my brickhead log. If that's what you want to call it. Where's my little knife? Normally I rip boxes apart, but isn't it funny? With brickheads, I make sure that all boxes and books are kept. Just goes to show that I'm a proper brickhead nerd, huh? Just the way I like it. Where's the critter creep? G'day, Grizz. How are you, my man? What one we're going to build again? Oh, yeah, the little naked dude or Frodo. I might just follow the instructions on the screen. I downloaded them earlier. Let's go a little naked guy first. We want bag one. Bag one. Bag one and done. Nice cap. What cap am I wearing? The Bulls. Oh, yeah. Good team of the 90s. But lately, I am, or for many years now, I am a huge Lakers fan. Monster Lakers fan. I love my Lakers. So that's how I roll. Me and the Lakers, man. Love the Lakers. Why isn't that going live? I'm just getting muffled. That ain't working at all. Oh, well. We're good. I just want to see the live chat. That's all I want to see. Just show me the live chat. That's all I'm interested in. There we go. And of course, you know how much these things I have? These 6x6 black plates, because every brickhead comes with them. I never use them. I was going to even try do insane speed building just to see how fast or how many brickheads I could build within the hour. But we'll see how it goes. If anybody followed Dan was on stream earlier today for first time in a long time. I haven't seen Dan on stream in a hell of a long time, which is a big surprise. So shout out to Dan jumping back on the Raid Train for 5 minutes. Or actually, it was for a few hours, but good to see that he was back. And he was obviously being a Kiwi and in love with all this fantasy stuff. He clearly talked about the hey, Miffy. What's up, Des? How are you, champion? Thank you for today, my friend. Appreciate it. Appreciate the little hustle we got. Thank you very much. Let's move this camera so it's more in front of me. Hopefully it doesn't block the screen too much. There we go. Much better. Oh, let's go a bit sideways there. I love the shadow. Oh, well, it is what it is. Anyone guess what kind of webcam I got? Go for it. What's up, Joe? How are you, Marta? Oh, Marta. Did I just see that you had a baby? Congrats if it was you. I think it was you. Hope it was. If not, congrats anyway. Dan was back on stream again today because one of the normal Raid Train dudes couldn't make it. And yeah, like you said, Grizz, it was good to see him back. I wonder if it would bring back his love of being on the stream. Where's Ryan? Next Wednesday. Helena, you're right. Yes, so next Wednesday we have the Brickman. Good to hear you're excellent, Joe. And I was right. Cool. Congrats again, Marta. Yeah, we got the Brickman next Wednesday. So what I was thinking tonight, now I know no one probably wants them, but I have a couple of old Mario. Hey, there we go. Whippy coming in with the crew. We'll give them a minute or two because probably a lot of them are going to get hammered with the dodgy 30 seconds of advertising, which I apologize. So the Whippy, the ones that have just come from Whippy that haven't got smashed with advertisement and stupid ads, welcome. Most of you already know me, of course. My name is Billsy. Billza will be with us shortly. He's only just finished work in another suburb, so he told me he's racing home to get back on and chat to us. Oh, and how's this for good news? He bought a new webcam. He fell into peer pressure. So for those over the last couple of streams that have realized, we've been really geeing him up and shit stirring him about how dodgy his webcam's been. And he went out and bought a proper decent webcam. So he reckons he's going to come on stream tonight with the webcam. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, thanks for the raid. And no, not 2 weeks from now. It's literally next Wednesday, Helena. Dan, next Wednesday is Brickman. And what I was thinking of doing is giving away these. Now, I've got a bazillion questions, and I reckon I can talk for more than an hour with Brickman. But you know what? I thought, why not put it out there and see if there's actually genuine questions that you guys want me to ask him next week? You know, I'll jot them down. I'll save them. And for the ones that I think are the most decent questions, well, I'm happy to give you whatever junk I can find around on my desk. How's that? Hey! You know what? You're frozen and you've gone to 240p. And you've got no sound. No sound, and your camera's probably the worst that's ever been. I kid you not. Oh, man. I'm just reading the chat now. What have you done? What have you done? I've literally just talked you up on how good you got a new webcam and all that. Let me just hold on. I've got to readjust the cameras. You can go there. That one can go there. There we go. Now it looks like that's an extension of your hands. Unless it's mine. Brent, how are you, Brent? Ask him what's his favorite Lego set and why is it Seinfeld? No, genuinely, I do want to know. I do want questions. I am going to ask him questions, but let's get Billza sorted first before we get into the questions in the chat. Am I the only one that can't hear Billza, or is it literally his sound's playing up? Can anybody hear him? And also, Bill, your webcam. Yeah, I just noticed that, Helena, too. Your webcam is a massive fisheye lens. You need to fix that resolution. All right, good. It's not just me that can't hear you. You're frozen as well. I want to see if I can do it the same. Am I close? What's up, Lego man? Sounds gone. Cinderella Rocker, what's up? Jesus. What's up? You know what? I'm putting it out there. I genuinely think it's never been me. I'm putting that. See you later, buddy. I don't even reckon it's me. I'm telling you now. Everybody used to laugh and, you know, it's you know, Billsy and technology. Bullshit. I've got good stuff. I reckon it's always been Bills's end. I don't reckon it's been my end. Like, you know, I put money into this stream, effort and money. And, you know, when I'm flying solo, I never have an issue. Actually, when I'm flying solo, I normally go OBS. So you get full 1080, none of this little cracking green screen shit. Like, you get proper quality. Des, you know what? For me, it's insane. It works really, really, really good. But yeah, because I've got to use this dumb program when Bill comes in, because it's just easier for him to come in and share. Did I stuff up? Probably. Yeah. It's just easier to share this link because this works like a Zoom call. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm just gonna use my teeth. Where if I'm going solo, it's pure coming out of OBS, and it's actually beautiful content. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get him going on again. Why is your resolution on fisheye? And I can't hear. Literally can't hear. Oh, you need Jay to sort your shit out. Far out, man. You know what? I'm gladly throwing you under the bus now. It's clearly not me with technology issues or my computers. Does your webcam not have the new Twitch feature works like a Zoom? Oh, okay, Jakey. We might need to. I'll talk to you off air, Jake. Because yeah, I want to get away from this program. I mean, this program is brilliant for our Mondays when there's 4 and 5 of us. But when we're building, OBS hands down is the king. You know. But without even, it's sad you can only hear me. Billsy, your webcam should have a microphone. Can't you just choose it in the settings underneath the screen instead of plugging a new microphone in? No, I don't think you have. And it must be your computer, you know, because yeah, your quality ain't the greatest. And you're really, really fisheyed, like really fisheyed. There have to be a setting there you need to find. I don't know how you'd find the settings on whatever camera you bought, but you'd need to turn it to linear mode or turn the resolution down. Oh, he'll come back. I can see him in the back end in the green room trying to work his business. He'll be back. Until then, you're stuck with me for now. But yes, he would definitely need to get his shit ready before next Wednesday. Otherwise, he can come in on his phone because I know phones are flawless. When people dial in on their phones, it's rock solid. You know, we never have issues. So insane, bloody insane. You know, let's see how his top-down camera's looking. I can turn that one on without him knowing. Yeah, see, his top-down camera's all right. Oh, here we go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm back on my old camera because I don't know why I can't get the microphone working. And for whatever reason on my PC, whenever I plug in an external mic, my speaker's cut out.
Yeah, you're back on that. You're back on your dodgy muffled mic, we can tell.
Yeah, I know. It's still my head in. I must be getting old.
Mate, we got to make sure it's fixed by next week.
Yeah. Yeah. What I missed anyway, I rushed home and...
Jesus. He's only loud because, see, if I put my microphone close, I'll probably go louder too. My microphone's set up to be pick me up from the other side of the screen because I don't like having the mic in front of my mouth. Just Grizzly said that you were loud. Your mic was loud.
Sorry. I am pretty loud.
No, it's probably because my deep throat. Probably because my mic sits on the other side of the desk. If I have my mic here, you're laughing. We'd probably be almost the same level. If not, people probably hear me clearer. They can probably hear me breathe and moan this way.
Huh.
Voice.
Do you know what it is? You're going to love this. I just need to switch back to my Mac. That's all it is.
Well, why don't you do it?
Because I can't remember the password to log in.
Yeah, I wonder if it is just a computer issue.
I think it is. I think it's this PC.
It just can't handle your bitrate sending out.
It's a gaming PC, not a streaming PC, so that's probably why.
Streaming PCs should work like for gaming. It should.
Yeah, but I think it's getting.
Because you're not rendering, you're on a bit rate, so it comes down to the speed, not the power.
Yeah.
So it should work your games work flawlessly, like live streaming should work.
Yeah.
Should, or it could be your internet, but I don't think your internet's this bad every time.
No, well, it depends. Depends what kids are home. What are you building? What are you doing?
Lord of the Rings brickheads, because everyone's talking about Lord of the Rings today.
Oh yeah, aren't they ever? Lord of the Rings Day.
Yeah, everyone's going nuts for Lord of the Rings.
Well, it's a pretty impressive set, to be honest. I don't know if you've talked about it yet, but
No, we'll save that for next Monday because there's a lot I want to talk about. I am. I'm going to move my mic back out of the way. I am genuinely impressed with how good they've built it, how they've made it, like the parts usage and the way that they've done some of the, like part of the set, like mind blowing.
Yep.
But we'll save that for Monday.
Yeah, cool.
We'll save that for Monday. Perhaps the USB ports themselves. Are you plugging it into the front or the back ones?
No, the back.
Yeah. I wonder if you maybe borrow my computer just for one stream, like my music laptop, and see how that goes.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Because we know that works crystal, because that's the one we take to the Lego shows.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my PC is just aging, to be honest.
They do that.
And then internet issues are because I'm using an Ethernet connection, but I'm using it out of a mesh extender.
All of my whole house runs off mesh. It's not the mesh. No, it's something throttling your video rendering for sure. Because it's in the computer. So what's happening is your computer can't keep up or can't handle it, so it lowers the resolution to keep your latency on par. It used to happen to me on Twitch. I used to have to turn my bitrate down on Twitch, but you obviously can't turn your bitrate down on this dodgy website.
You know what?
Programs.
If I stop all the torrenting programs, it would probably make a difference. And maybe.
G'day, Rowan. How are you, brother? Brickles, how are you, champion? Lucky 33, there'll be weeks of people talking about the Rivendell set. 100% there will be. They're going to be talking about that set for a bloody long time. Someone sent me a photo. Oh, funny, Helena. Funny. Yeah, so it'll that set, like, we all knew it was going to be decent because of the bloody price tag. Not that makes a decent set, but yeah, we will because I want to talk about it on Monday because we've got Dan. Even though Dan would have already talked the head off it and the left, he'll be more than happy to talk about it again. We know he will.
Yeah.
Will I be dropping $800 to buy it? I don't want to, but I reckon it's going to be one of them sets where you just buy it, put it in the cupboard. It'll pay for itself in a couple of years because it won't last. It will.
I don't think $800 for it's unreasonable.
No. The more I look into it, the more I don't think it is, and it's going to be one of them sets that's just. It's going to be a keeper, like a hardcore keeper for sure.
Yeah.
Where's my brown 2x4? Brickheads don't come with many bricks, and I'm missing one. Or have I used it in the wrong spot?
No, you're never missing Lego. You didn't look enough.
No, I used one in the wrong spot. Using my teeth to fix it. Helena's saving $800. Not going to buy it. A lot of people will look at it purely just for money, for sure. But, again, I'll leave my opinions until next week, and we can all rant.
$800 though, like compared to other $800 sets, I think it's quite decent. Like You look at the Hulk Buster, what a heap of shit that is, and that's the same sort of price. Even the recent classic castle, I think the Lord of the Rings set is better. So
yep. Did you see as well? Like obviously, it's got a whole lot of Lord of the Rings minifigs on it, but did you see the grey or the monochrome?
Yes, all the figs. I think there's
a ton of monochrome in there.
10 or 12 of them around that turret.
No, there's more. There's some in the back, in the middle too, not just in that turret.
No, I think in the Lord of the Rings story there is like 10 or 12. So Hulkbuster is like a
Oh
rose.
no, I'm just saying, like in the set, there's another, like on the back of the set, there's even more monochrome
Yeah. All that
outside of
like
that turret.
Yeah.
Even the turret, when you look at the roof, was anyway. We're gonna get carried away. Got Hulkbuster is like a roasted chicken carcass. Yeah,
It is.
I mean that's one way to explain it.
I
Definitely
was,
wasn't a good option. I mean, it might have been good at the time when they designed it and whatever, but it didn't age well. It definitely did not age well.
should I build something? I'm just sorting. Hey, did you get one of these?
No, I haven't seen Scott. Did you get one for me?
No, I didn't get it off Scott.
No.
I don't want to build it though.
I was going to go see him today, but I had Zylo home.
I was going to say, did you work from home today?
Sure did.
Yeah, I thought so because there was a farewell lunch and you weren't there, and I'm like, hang on, free Subway. Billsy's not here. What's the go?
Yeah, how's that? Long gone are the days of let's go have a free sausage sizzle. Free bloody Subway.
Oh, it was 30-something years. It's like decent effort.
Yeah.
Deserves more than just a sausage.
Imagine leaving school at 16, joining the council and being there till you're 50.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee I'll be there till I'm 50, but I wasn't there when I was 16.
Yeah, we're kind of stuck there, eh?
Free food, where's Billsy? Yeah. I mean, that'd be funny if I ate food. What's this guy called again? Golem? No. Bondo? Jondo? Hondo? Frodo. Frodo. I like his cape. He's got a good cape. You had a good cape, brother. Frodo. What? I clearly don't watch enough fantasy movies. It is a fantasy movie, isn't it?
Did you not have to read the books in high school?
No.
Oh. We had to read the book.
Something's gone wrong, or I've gone wrong.
Probably the latter.
1, 2. Oh, I put too many 1x1s. It's all good. Back to the teeth.
The original brick separator.
Yeah. It's my most accurate one. Do you know I did that in the show, and the look Cahill gave me.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Like what, man?
But
I needed it separated. I'm not gonna sit
sometimes
there and
you just
pussyfoot
gotta.
around. What?
Sometimes you just gotta.
Rebecca,
Like-
I've got Rivendell once. You've probably got Australia's best Rivendell. Your one is next level. I'll give you. Don't pull it apart. I'll give you $800 for your one. How's that? Good deal. All right, done. What? It's a good price. She's going to pull it apart anyway. I always give her $800 for it.
That's like the price of 4 goats.
Oh, you can keep all goats and minifigs. I don't need none of that junk. Although I do like the monochrome ones.
Monochrome. I started doing monochromes.
Much better. No. There you go. Heard it here first. Australia's best Rivendell. Good on you, Helena. Well, it is. It's. I mean, it's insane. And you know what? I don't know if you watched our stream Rebecca, last week I think we were talking about it when people get mocks and design mocks and do shows but never give credit. But you did. We were saying that, there's nothing wrong with it and all for it. Like, a lot of us have taken inspiration and taken other instructions and stuff to build and enhance our builds. And, it was refreshing to see that you gave credit to the original designer, even though, your hard work still built it and spent all the money doing it, credit where it's due. And Helena, none of that talk, please. No need to diss anybody's build, no matter how good or bad you think they are.
Sometimes though you don't know who the original designer is. Like you see stuff on Insta, SnapperBookagram or wherever, and you screenshot it, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'll put that in my motivation folder, and then could be like a year or two later that you find the screenshot, and you're like, oh, that's right, someone built a quickie mart that way, and you didn't screenshot their name or their tag.
Yeah.
So I guess it can unintentionally happen.
I mean, I'm a bandit for it. I technically should have had who designed my Jordan shoe. So I didn't design it.
Oh yeah, you just built it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a dude from the States that actually designs NFTs who designed it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it is good to give credit to original designers for sure.
Yeah, well, I try and if I screenshot anything for inspiration, I try and always get the designer's name in there because, as I said, sometimes it's a year or two later that you use that screenshot from inspiration, and by then you've forgotten who it was.
Rebecca's first time on Twitch. What would Brent say? His pet peeves when people post stuff on Instagram and Twitter based off instructions you've made but don't. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's totally it, man. Like it's.
Yeah.
You got to give, and there's nothing wrong. That's what I mean. People don't realize there's nothing wrong with crediting the person that designed it. You still built it. You still went through the effort of doing it. It's people think it like this way, right? Are you look at someone that's got like a city build and it's all modulars, all city, all of that kind of stuff, but it's taken up a double garage and it's insane with trains and all that, and literally everything there is a set. You all know it's from Lego. You don't really need to credit Lego. Does it make it any less interesting, any less valuable, any less, in awe? It doesn't. Nothing wrong with crediting. And I think some people don't credit on purpose to try not take the glory, but just, not remind anyone else that's looking at it that, hey, it's not really my set, but, And then there's people they just don't do it on, like, they just not doing it on purpose. They just don't really, credit because they just don't think why would they credit someone else? But like I was saying earlier, we do have Brickman next Wednesday, the 15th.
Yep.
He will be our next Wednesday night guest. So that will be definitely interesting. And I found a whole bunch of Lego Mario stuff that I'm going to give away, which people probably won't want anyway, for a couple of the best questions. If like I said, I guarantee I've got a million questions already going to ask him anyway. But, nothing wrong with, again, taking inspiration from others. So no smart-ass questions, like genuinely interested in, is there something that's not been on a generic Brickman interview or something, you honestly want to find out about Brickman? And I for sure, I'll find them. I'll grab them in a sec. Lego Mario, give it to Dave. He probably has 1 million of them. So I've got a couple of boxes of these junky ones. All right, probably better color in that screen because the green's not going to show. So I don't even know what this is Monty Mole and Super Mushroom. I've got some other random one, and I've got 2 of these poly bags, which I think is the mushroom guy.
Oh, yeah. 2.
Which I don't know if I got for nothing or if I bought them real nastily cheap from Kmart, or I don't know where they come from, to be honest.
I think those poly bags were GWPs, or maybe off a magazine.
Maybe. Anyway, does anyone even like Mario? Is it even worth me doing it? Soon find out.
Seems to just keep on going, Mario, doesn't it? Just won't. Although it's because it's Nintendo, they don't give up. They flog a dead horse.
Yeah. Brent. Let's just send Brent. It's fine to Brickles. It's fine to take inspiration off other Lego sets or other designers. Not all ideas are original. Totally. And when we talk about Rivendell on Monday, there's a few decisions and parts usage that they've done in that I have seen on other genuine mocks that Lego have taken on. And nobody owns that way. Like, there's nobody that owns a certain way that a couple of plates and some hooks have been set, or a ratchet gear and a ball is sitting on a joint. Like, no one
really
can't trademark this shit. You might have been the first that mass shared it, or you might be the first that worked out the idea. But to think people are trying to own the design and get angry about it, like, makes me laugh.
Yeah, you can't really copyright how to click 2 bricks together.
No. Brent's seen some people who I've seen some people who think you need to credit people for certain techniques, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, Brent. When it comes to techniques, like, what's that? There's that page, I think it's called Tips and Tricks or Tips and Techniques, that have been around for a long time. Yep. Some of the shit that they show you, they'll credit where they found it, but you don't need to credit the person for a technique. Now, in Rebecca's case, for Rivendell, for sure, you credit the designer, because that's a full-blown that's effort, that's design, that's time, that's layout, that's part piece, that's, there's a lot of hard friggin' work. But, if someone's jamming some plates between some tiles or something, no, you don't need to credit people for a technique. It's cool. Oh, look what, you've done with that Unikitty. I remember, actually, funny story. The first episode on Lego Masters, when we built the city, Cade noticed it before anybody, that Brickman built a satellite tower array on top of one of the buildings by using Unikitty's neck. And back then, Unikitty was a fresh, new minifig.
Yep.
And you're not going to be, Brickman, and you wouldn't expect him to go out and go, I just want to thank Lego for showing me this idea because of this. Nah, mate, just because it's a technique. Eat a D. They did the trees the same as on the A-Freight cat. I love the way they did the trees. We'll talk about that on Monday. Mario sets will sell better if they sold Mario, Luigi, Peach separate to the starter courses, for sure. Yeah, Tips and Bricks, that's the one. Sounds like a good name for a podcast. There is a podcast called Tips and Bricks, I'm pretty sure. Something in bricks, tips and hints. There's something like that. There is one out there, Critter. But yeah, I'm on. I agree with Brent. Like, no, you don't credit for a technique unless it's like insane and the technique takes, it's 40 parts big and you need to do this and this and this and this to get to that part. Well, then fair enough, because you pretty much, that's a design. That's not really a technique. But if you're just found some quirky technique, like the A-frame cabin, the stone around the front.
Oh, out of Thor's hammer.
Out of Thor's hammer. That is a weapon. That is a real, literally. That is a wicked technique.
So that's been on Tips and Bricks years ago when Thor's hammer first came out.
Well, there you go.
So that technique has been around for quite a while.
Yeah, but see, you don't expect that ideas designer to credit that technique, really, do you?
Nah.
That's what I mean. Like you don't, yeah. There's no need for techniques, but for when they start getting in depth and really really good, or like it's something the size of a brickhead to get a piece to match something else. Well, then that's different because that's like deserved recognition. That's effort.
I
That's
think
not
it's. I think it should be recognised when you go to the effort of like releasing the instructions or a how-to video or something like that, because you're then owning that mock, you're owning that creation. So if you're releasing the instructions and there's effort there, there's detail there, that would probably make more sense that you deserve credit.
Yeah. Oh, I just realised too. I think I have enough credit at Dreamworld to get me a Rivendell set. Oh yeah.
Whoa, what? That's a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Holy.
I'm gonna have to talk to our buddies tomorrow. I'm gonna have to ring him up and be like, mate, can I have a price check on the Billsy credit, please?
Wowzers. I'm just going to message him and tell him that you died and transferred it to me. We'll have Subway at your funeral, don't worry.
That's actually made me happy now. I've totally forgot about that credit, and someone just messaged me to remind me.
Oh, thanks, someone.
Only because he's got a lot of credit there too.
Yeah, I knew who it was.
Yeah. And even if I don't have enough credit, I'm using his. Hope he's not watching. Sorry, Michael. He's on Facebook, so probably he's watching.
Hey, does anyone that is watching, random topic change, anyone that is watching have or run a Bricklick store? And if you do, are they, actually Brent does, if you do, are they more nuisance than they are beneficial?
Hey, I'm reading between the lines. I'm picking up what you're doing now.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of shit I don't need, and it's like, I know that they're not gonna, you're not gonna retire off them, but are they useful?
Unless you're Parko. Remember him telling us his figures?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could rival Parko's inventory.
No, Cinderella. It's not looking for things. He's looking for his own. Like if you guys seen his room, he'd have more than half the Bricklink shop guys that I know. He's got he's got enough there to do a brick. Like you'd leave Old Love's a Shame. The one we go and visit at Paradise Point.
Oh yeah.
You'd put her, and she's got a solid store running. Well, I don't know about anymore, but you know what I mean. She was going strong for a while.
Yeah.
You have more.
Well, that's what I'm like. Is it beneficial? Is it? I know that every time you build something for yourself, you've got to, if you use parts, you've got to take it out of your own stock, and that can be annoying. But for the stuff you don't want, is it worthwhile having it sitting there?
No, you know what it is? I guarantee you, right? I reckon 100% it's worth it. You know where it's not worth it? It's like sorting. You've got to go through and start brick setting or brick piecing and inventorying everything. That's where it's going to be the pain in the ass.
But I've got a sorter at home who's about to have a big break from uni and wants something to do, and I'm like, oh, hang on.
Yeah, but she's also having a baby, so throw that out the window.
Yeah, well, I've got a good 3 or 4 months to get some sorting and listing done, so I'm wondering, is it beneficial? Is it worthwhile, or should I just keep my shit to myself?
I don't know. I know what I'd do.
Well, after my successful goats, I'm like, I wonder.
So for those who don't know, Bill sold his goats for $400.
I did. 420.
Bloody hell, mate. How's that?
That
Couple
was
of
only
plastic.
2 goats as well.
What?
Yes, it's worthwhile. That was only for 2 goats as well. I've still got one more.
No, the single goats is the single goat that you've got left is worth 450, 420 on its own.
Yeah, that's a keeper, just for the sentimental value.
Yeah, because your goat has sentimental value because you got a full story behind how you got it.
Do you know why I've got 3 and not 2? Because obviously they came as 2 in a set.
Yeah.
I went to a secondhand brick selling event, and they had the goats back when they were worth $50 each. So it's quite a couple of years ago now. They were worth $50 each, and they had 3 goats there. And I said, "No, I'll only buy them if you give me 3 for $100."
Huh.
And it was actually I think it was my birthday that weekend or the following weekend. So that super lovely person at the brick reselling event said, "Okay, because it's your birthday, you can have 3 for $100." So that's how I got 3. That was about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've displayed them 2 or 3 times, and every time the value goes up, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not taking those to a show. Not taking those to a show." So that's why I sold them.
Brent, you buy Rivendell Billsy and I'll swap you for a Minton box, Ninjago City Gardens.
Oh,
That's probably a good deal for someone, not for me.
that's probably a. Would City Gardens go for? Gardens was the 3rd one, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Brent, how about I just wait and I'll buy the new Ninjago that's coming out in 2 months.
City Market.
Is it the market? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a baseball bat. That's cool.
No, I had the docks
I've
back in
got
the
a
day, and
couple.
I sold them online.
I've got a couple of docks mint in box. That'd be worth more than the garden, surely.
Yeah. Well, I
Gardens
mean,
are still available on Lego website. There you go.
I
And
had.
it'd be a lot less than $800.
It's funny when you go back and you realize what you've had and you've sold just to get something else.
Oh, the memories.
I remember I sold my my carousel to pay for my Japan plane tickets.
You did. Your $15 carousel.
But see, that was a good upgrade. That was worth it. You know, tickets to Japan, carousel. I'd do it again.
I've got not the original carousel, but the second version of the carousel, just sitting there doing nothing. Same with the Disney train and the Disney castle, and
Sell the castle.
I'm never gonna use any of it.
Sell the castle.
Yes, I know.
Sell the castle. Waller, I'm still kicking myself. I didn't buy a Minton box Imperial flagship. Mate, you done yourself a favor.
Yeah, that would be a set.
No, it'd be the people. You know the ones that are the biggest killers that I love, and I don't stir, but I always giggle. The ones that always were in, and I wasn't into Lego at this time, so I'm safe. But when Series 1 minifigs come out and they were literally selling boxes for nothing.
Yep.
I always love hearing them stories. Oh, I could have got, I remember when Maya had a box for $50 and I didn't buy it and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what's the box worth now?
Yep.
But I've never got into figs. I don't know what it is. It's never excited me. Like there's been one-offs that I love, but I've never felt like collecting them.
Gotta have that. Mm-hmm. I do. Every fig has its own story.
Oh yeah. I know you do. You've got a good collection, but it's just kind of I've never felt like, oh man, I missed out on that. Bummer. What's the chat doing?
Actually, you know what? That's what I should list next, Mr. Gold.
Rebecca's ordering Elvis art set. Yeah. That's only cool when you build Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And if
Yeah,
I was to get the Elvis set at a good price, I straight away would re-brick it and build Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah. Although, is Elvis one of the ones that you buy 2 or 3 of and you can do the full tall one? Is that Elvis do that as well?
Yeah, but you can do anyone out of Elvis or the Beatles.
Oh, because of skin tone.
Yeah. Although the Beatles are harder and harder to get now. How much is Mr. Gold worth? I think about $4,500. But
you've got to have the accompanying number with it, don't you?
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I've got that. It's still sealed.
What would be the most valuable figure? I don't think it's Mr. Gold.
No, it's actually a generic spaceman, classic spaceman that is certified by NASA as going into space.
Ah, of course.
I think it's sold for like $80,000 or something.
Clearly a one of one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, to get that NASA certification, how do you argue
Jesus,
with that?
Beatles sell for $600 sealed.
Yeah, because they were discontinued very quickly.
And then you look at Marilyn, and she's everywhere still.
Yep.
And I still haven't I actually want to buy Marilyn, I think. I just don't like Andy Warhol, but I love Marilyn Monroe. Work it out.
Do you reckon if Marilyn was still alive, she'd be looking more like Madonna?
Oh, fucking oath. But luckily she's not, so don't upset my visions of her. There you go. Oh, look at that. I've built three brickheads. I'm on fire tonight.
Yeah, me too. I just emptied a tub that's been full of random crap for I don't know how long. Don't you feel accomplished after you've sorted a post-build tub?
I just saw actually a comment from Kevin. I think it's Lego Man. He said he respects people's builds. If he wants to build it, he'll ask first. It's not even that the whole asking permission. It's just more, just give him credit.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil, you know what I haven't used yet? Our airport ring light.
Oh, do you know what I got? A good old Kmart. See that streaming light?
Yeah.
It was like $49 or something on clearance for $10.
Nice.
And it is fucking bright. Like, whoa, it is bright. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, you can see my face. My front down cameras are bright enough.
Now
Actually,
I just need to get my camera sorted.
If you look, I've still got my ring light in the back. I was doing some work on the stereo before, and I was using the ring light to see inside the stereo box.
Oh, yeah.
Comes in handy.
Handy.
Banger. All right, let's build. What's this guy called? Balrog. I did one of them in the toilet before.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right. Let's go, big dog Balrog. I should watch the movie between now and next Monday so me and Dan can nerd out.
Have you not
Look,
seen
as
it?
this, I was saying before, how many times you get these with bloody brickheads and how many of them I have. Again, more.
Yeah.
I'll be able to build a wicked... You know what? Oh, that'd be cool. I wonder how many 6 would go, how much I'd need to make a chess set out of using white base plates. Critter, he ended up ditching the new camera. He still couldn't work it out and use it. He's back on his old one.
Yeah. I am back on the old one. The new one, I think the new one's maybe smarter than my PC. More powerful. I don't know.
Maybe I'll come up and have a look. See what we can play around with.
Yeah, I literally plugged it in, and then I was at work all day, so I haven't even looked at any settings or nothing.
Yeah, the fisheye, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to change the fisheye settings. That's just a strong resolution setting. I think mine do fisheye as well. Yeah, that's nothing. That's not worried about that.
Yeah, it's just sorting out.
Actually kind of technically looks half cool because of how your room's set out anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Leave the fisheye. See, when I'm sitting in my $1 million room here like this, I need this lens. Otherwise, the the lighting doesn't work.
Oh yeah, that old chestnut.
I wonder what would happen if I move the camera back. How funny it would look. It's still kind of half works. Go this way. Go to that one. I think the other camera's going to get in the way now. Kind of. Put you back on that stand. The illusion's all gone. It's all a trick. You mean OnlyFans is full of filters?
No.
Technically, I'll rephrase. I know an OnlyFans in real life, and trust me, she would only have a fan in real life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't pick on anybody's looks, but I will pick on you if you completely change the way you look compared to what you do in real life. Then I'll rip the shit out of you. This thing's going to be a big beast.
Oh, what's happening in the chat? I'm too busy.
Oh, I haven't looked at the chat. Lego Man said, "I've never seen Lord of the Rings. What rock have I been lining under?" The same rock that I hide under that I have never seen Star Wars either.
Yeah, I've never seen more than the first Harry Potter.
Yeah, see where I'm opposite. I watch Harry Potter when I'm bored. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Talking about Harry Potter, the game come out, or the leak in the first play, the early release for the new, I think it's called Hogwarts Legacy, come out today.
Oh,
that looks like a good game.
Yeah, it's. I think we've pre-ordered it on Steam actually.
Now I don't post many game things on my Facebook, but I shared the trailer for that today, so it just goes to show how much I was impressed. It does look friggin' awesome. It looks really, really, really good.
It's going to be big.
Got it as well. Yeah, it looks freaking cool. Like I've got a code to get it on Steam, but I want to get it for PlayStation. But then I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I won't get the full 60 hertz.
Oh, you got a code to get it on Steam?
You had to apply like 12 months ago and pay to get it first release.
Is there any way you want to give that to your favorite 16-year-old?
I don't think you can. Once it's done, it's done. I think it's just a single code install. I'll check. But Steam are good like that.
Yeah.
But no, if you suddenly see me having sickies from work, you'll know why. Or working from home.
Yep.
I got it for Xbox Series X. Yeah.
Ah.
Now, see, the ups and downs of it is, and I've been following a few different YouTube channels and stuff today, that if you get it on computer, it runs at 120 frames a second, which is like next level butter smooth. And both consoles only run at 60 hertz. But the other thing I've been hearing is the computer one doesn't hold 120 frames for the whole game. It starts getting a bit stumpy no matter how good your computer is, where the consoles, they don't get stuttery. They stay good. So, yeah. And the good thing about Steam, I can use it. Well, I don't have an Xbox X, so it would be useless. I've only got an Xbox One S or something, not the latest one. I could use it on both, but then it would ruin, what do I install it on? Can only use the code once. I prefer it on the computer because it'd be better, but I don't game on the computer very much, even though my computer can handle it. See, even Jaden's computer would struggle with how high. What?
He just upgraded some stuff. I can't remember what he upgraded.
Oh no, like even my computer would struggle with, because it's got what's called ray. Do you know what ray tracing is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got full ray tracing. So you need another 10 grand of what you've already spent on top of your computer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it needs next level.
Okay, so
that's what I mean. Like, I don't know if it's worth, running my computer hardcore, burning it out,
just spend the money
just playing on the console and accepting it for what it is.
Just trade in your Xbox and get a PS5.
Well, I wonder how much they're worth. Probably worth $50 now.
How often do you turn it on?
The Xbox, not at all. PlayStation, I do. Xbox, I don't. But that also goes for the same of why do I have my Xbox 360 and my Xbox original and my PlayStation original. I don't sell it. Consoles and gaming, I don't trade up. I just keep.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's because I like that stuff. That's my.
See the Switch is now the third highest selling console of all time.
It'll take over. Hands down, it'll take over. PlayStation 1's still number one, I think.
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2, sorry. PlayStation 2, yeah.
And that's only because of the DVD era. In reality, it was, back in the day, it was the cheapest way to get a DVD player by $1,000. So, and then the Wii, of course, and then the Switch is now the third.
Switch. There's PlayStation 5s. I've got the alert on my phone still for Marketplace. You can get disc ones on the Gold Coast now for $550, $600.
Yeah, you can. Hey.
So, when I'm ready, I'll buy one. At the moment, I'm hunting for a mountain bike.
A mountain bike?
Yeah, that's my latest go-to.
A particular mountain bike?
Yep.
Like, I'm assuming not like a big W one.
No. It's got to have a certain gear set, certain wheel size. Yeah, I'm being fussy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's the problem with me. When I find something I like, I'll research the shit out of it until I get it, and then I'll get it, and it'll just like, there's the fun of that chase gone.
Sit with all your other bikes.
No, well, so the main reason is none of my other bikes have gears.
Yeah, fair enough.
So they're all, either old, antique, whatever. But I'm looking for Ash too, because I want to start riding with the kids.
Yep.
I actually want to get Xylo into BMX racing. That's the sport I want him to do.
Considering you live walking distance to one of the best BMX tracks.
Yep. And it gives me excuse to be that dad. Oh, look at this old bloke getting on. No, he's doing it for his son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because because they do events all the way out to like 60-year-old now.
Yep.
Good way to get fit. Big W is shit. I'd love a spin bike. What's wrong with Big W mountain bikes? Where do I start?
Oh, it wasn't Big W in Target. It was just department store quality bikes in general.
They're okay, but they're not the gear set. They're not the suspension travel. There's a lot of, when you start looking into it, there's a lot of non-generic parts that actually make a difference.
It's like if your kid is really, really, really into biking and says, "Mum, I want a bike," and it's like, comparing a PlayStation 5 to a Game Boy Advance. And you come home as a mum thinking you've saved the day and $500 and you've bought the Game Boy Advance when you needed the PlayStation.
You've just broken your kid's heart.
Yep.
Pretty much. But then the thing that always gets me, and it gets me with everything, it doesn't matter if it's me with my music, with the collecting, whatever, it's the ladder effect, right? So you ever heard of the ladder effect? Let me explain the ladder effect to you, right?
Yep.
So you want to go and buy. I've seen a few different people explain it. What could be the best way to explain technology? Let's use technology, right? We're going to go out and buy the latest iPad. Let's say we want a generic iPad, right? It's $399.
Yep.
So $399 for your generic iPad, your iPad mini. Let's say iPad mini, $399. But really, for $429, you can get a 10-inch iPad, with a little bit better specs. So why not just spend the extra $30? Because it's only $30, and you're going to get probably an extra year out of it. It's a bigger screen. It'll go smoother. Blah blah blah. So now you're at $339 or $329. But then you're at $329 for the bigger iPad. You might as well go for, the iPad, and that's 64 gig. If I want 128 gig for longevity, we might as well pay the $399. We get the bigger hard drive. You might as well. You're going to use it anyway. So then you're at $399.
This is the exact how I ended up with a Galaxy S22 Plus Ultra.
Yeah, it's literally in marketing, and I've done so much research about it. It is called the ladder effect. So the next level up of anything is only $20, $30. You might as well do it because it is that much better for only a little bit of money. So now you're at an iPad Air at 128 gig, you're at $399, so $400. And you got all the upgrades and all the bits and pieces, but that because now you've got the bigger iPad with the bigger memory, you can buy a pencil. So you might as well buy a pencil for $129. So that's now $500. You're at $529, and then you're like, oh, really? So if I go $599, I'm going to get a free pencil and an iPad Pro, and it's minimum 120. It's 256 gigs. So if I just go up that extra $100, I've got a bigger iPad, a faster iPad. I got the pen for free. It's silly if I don't do it. Next minute, your $299 iPad has now ladder affected and hit you hard, and you're about to spend $599.
Yep.
It's literally called. It's genius. It's called the ladder effect. Genius move. And so at the moment with mountain bikes, I've been looking at a certain price one with certain gear sets and wheels, and it's like, if I get that model, it's all good. But for an extra $100, I'll have that gear set, and it's so much cleaner, it's smoother, it's clickier, da. But then when I bought that, you might as well buy the next one that's got the better steering wheel, the carbon forks, the blah blah blah. And it's like, stop it. Go back to the original one. Go back to the original one.
Huh.
But no, it's if you own a business and you can ladder market your product, mate, sign me up. I'll invest.
Yeah,
Genuine
right.
moneymaker. We're past the time as well, and it is deep shit for Wednesday. Lucky getting roped in. Yeah, And you do. And, when you think about it, Apple, are the best at doing it. You get the normal iPhone, $999. Now, you go get the iPhone 14, it's $1,200. Oh, but then you can get the 14 Max, and it's only this, and this, and let's sprinkle some goodies there. Oh, but then you get the 14 Max Pro, and that's $2,000 because you're getting this, and this. And like you said with your phone, next minute, you're paying $1,000 more than your first original purchase, but in your head, you've only jumped up a little bit because of this feature.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the way marketing works with people's brains. It spins me out. It's like Big W. It's like Big W and stationery when school starts, or end caps and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's ancient technology, but it still works.
It does. It's all strategic real estate. When it
there's
comes
a reason why Swiss chips pay $100,000 a year just to have your an eye level instead of top shelf.
One of the biggest real estates used to be in Big W in particular, and Kmart back in the day, was down by the registers. They used to have what was called the power wall, and it was on the other side of the register after you paid, and it would literally be the same product from floor to ceiling, maybe 3 or 4 meters wide, whether it's nappies or toilet paper or Coke.
like on Toy Story, the Buzz Lightyear aisle.
Yeah, exactly. So it was called the power wall, and Kmart had it, Big W had it, and they've all gotten rid of it. Like, it's been gone for quite some years now.
Critter, Isogenics anyway. No, we're talking about good marketing, mate, not straight up rip-offs.
Mate, go see Simsy when it comes to that. He's selling whatever his missus has to everybody.
How is your missus doing with a 0.5% commission, making her boss rich? How's his speedboat? You go on weekends with him? Next minute, you should buy this vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
What was the old brand? Kirby was the rip-off one?
Kirby.
You know what, though? They're the sales reps you want selling your product, mate. They can hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Should we call it? We're like 5 minutes over and we're still going strong. I mean, I'm not quite finished my brickhead yet, but I'm almost there. I might try to smash out the end of it.
Are we boring people?
We stopped talking about Lego a long time ago, but people are still hanging about, so we've done something half right.
Kmart had a restaurant in Belco. All Kmarts used to have a restaurant called Sally's in Belconnen.
Sally's?
Sally's Diner. All Kmarts used to have a restaurant called Sally's, and then a few places like Tuggeranong Hyperdome in particular used to have a Super Kmart. So did the Logan Hyperdome up here, which was one half was Kmart, one half was Coles, and you could go from one to the other in the same shop.
I still find it funny that Queensland don't have alcohol in their shopping centres, like in their supermarkets, sorry.
Yeah, they don't. It is very odd. Or anything 24 hours. And Coles variety stores, yes. Nobody went to Tuggers here. No one still does.
Geez, next you'll be telling me about you remember Golo.
Golo and Crazy Clark's. Same but different. Or, no, what did we have down south? Clint's Crazy Bargains.
Didn't they have a song for that?
Yeah, something about crazy. I can't remember now.
Man, this Balrog, this Balrog thing's sick.
Tuggeranong was Super Kmart with Kmart and Coles, and you could look across the ceiling, changing the lights above where they are. Yeah, but back in the day, you could actually walk between the two, but theft was so high that they built a wall. Especially in Tuggeranong. Tuggeranong used to be known as Nappy Valley.
Nappy Valley?
Yeah, because the only people that moved out there, it was so far away from anything, the only people that moved out there were brand new families with like babies. So it was called Nappy Valley. Yeah, because it was out in the valley and it was just full of shitty nappies.
That's funny.
It's like us with, Pimpamar, I guess. It's all young families.
Yeah.
Just that Tuggeranong was in a valley. Man, I'm going back now. Yeah, Nappy Valley. You remember that critter? That's what my parents always called it. Like, hey, not going to Nappy Valley. Every time we had a footy game or something was on down there. Not going all the way to Nappy Valley.
Geez, you Canberrans and showing your age.
Right.
Man, this is some like eclectic building.
Epileptic. You're right.
Eclectic.
Oh, okay.
I don't drop the words on stream like somebody else.
Oh, that's not an offensive word, and if anyone's offended by it or anything I say, I apologise.
That's a very good disclaimer. I like that.
Do you know what? I'm doing some kick-ass sorting tonight. I'm super happy. I don't know if it's boring or not. If it is, sorry, but I'm doing some super like these.
Man, this
puzzles
brick
and-
bit has that many cool upways, downways, inside outways building techniques.
That is actually a cool looking brick there.
Yeah. Like there's wings that move, the tail that moves, the feet are like on fire, their ears are coming out sideways, brick built. It's really freaking cool. I've almost finished. When I finish this, we can tell everyone to piss off. Who are we going to raid tonight? Should we start looking who to raid?
Raiders line
Who's
for the
online?
win. Totally Snowlaner. Totally Raiders line. 100%. So glad they brought that back. Is it gone again though, or can you still get it? If you can still get it, I'm coming down.
No one wants to go down there.
I will for Raiders line. I mean, you could just buy a breaker line that's almost the same, but it doesn't have Raiders on it.
Who Billsy has to reverse build? Do I?
Next week.
No, I don't. Oh, Grizzly put it in too an hour ago. I didn't even realize. Jake, I'm not listening to your one. As much as I love you, buddy, we're off, mate. We're past the hour, so I'm using that as a Hail Mary. Especially after the headache that this build's been. Though, I will pay you back somehow, my friend. I will find
Not
some
so
random.
right.
You know, I'm going to find. I'll do that actually, Jake. I'm going to find some most random, odd set that I've got laying around my house, and I'm going to send it to you, buddy. I'm going to make sure it's just cheesy, not useless, but cheesy and funny.
Critter, it's not the same team as the 90s either, mate. Although I am stoked to see Croaks in the lineup for the next trial game.
Jake, just get me double next week. This guy might
Right,
need
I'm bored of sorting. Did you find someone to raid? Because
Hold on. Yeah, I'm done.
sorted.
I'm done. I can't find where this one piece went. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to find where this piece went. I really can't. I've gone through the instructions. Give me 1 sec. I'm flicking through them. Might have been really, really early on. I might have missed it. Where's that one? No. I swear I've gone from... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's between his eyes. There we go. Done. I knew that piece wouldn't be a leftover. There we go. Yeah. Scary looking mother trucker. With his big wings.
Not a Croker fan, Critter. Not a Croker fan.
All right. Hey, I know he's a Canberra player.
He is. He's our all-time highest point scorer.
Still not as good as Steve Menzies.
Critters mustn't be a fan. Croker's my second favourite player.
There we go. I did all right with the Brickheads tonight. All right, let me look. Let's see who's building some Lego. Who can we raid?
He is too injury
And,
prone.
Andy Ray, your boy Lucent. Helix, I don't know who you are, but you're on my list for some reason. Liz Dahlia, who are you? No. Okay, let's do a search for Lego.
Yeah.
Who's brick building? Brick. Come on. Oh. Who is on?
Who's Blitzy? They're on.
Who? Brixie? Blitzy?
Blitzy.
Hey, Dusty. I don't know who Blitzy is.
No, neither do I.
Helix is on. He's an Aussie. Blitz Brick backstage. Blitz Brick. Is that the Bricklink person? That could be the Bricklink person we've streamed to a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's not. No. All right.
No.
Helix. Oh, it's a lady.
She's
She's got some 2,200 followers. What a beast!
Wow.
All right, let's go Raider. All right, people, I'm
Let's
sending
go
you to
there.
Helix. Big love.
Thanks.
Don't
everyone.
forget, next Wednesday, we're going to ramp it up. We're going to advertise. We're going to push it for the next week. Brickman is on. Brickman is on next Wednesday. People, either private message me or message me on Instagram or Facebook for your questions. I will literally send out this Mario stuff. Someone's going to want it somewhere. Jake Studs, I am going to send something to you, my friend. I promise it's going to be nasty and awesome. Critter, you're a creep, but I love it. See you later. See you Monday. We'll talk about Lord of the Rings. If it raids. Otherwise, we're going to sit here again. Look like idiots forever.
Yo.
You got the raid. All right. I'm ending stream.